just for the people here in the attendance, if you want to talk about your business, not the quick Q&As, Q&A is the next one. So we'll get to that. But let's talk about you. Who wants to share about you, talk about you, what do you do to the audience, to the people here? Yeah? One sec.
Hello, my name's Hayley. So I work for Empowering Brighter Futures. We are a relatively new business. So a bit about me, I worked in disability employment for 19 years. Don't hold that against me if anyone knows that service. But I saw a really big gap in the market, particularly for NDIS participants, to be able to access an employment service that could take the time to actually do something meaningful for them. So we provide employment support only. That is the only thing that we do. We work with them one-on-one, we do employability skills, and then we go and place them in open employment. So we don't focus on supported employment or anything like that. We go out into the community and we find them jobs in open employment. So that's a little bit about me.
Thank you. Who else wants to share a little bit about you? What do you do? Can you come forward? It's all the way at the back. Let's get everybody to see you all the way at the front. Oh, look. You're getting extra attention. I'm trying to make up for all the time.
Hey guys, oops, sorry. It's too loud. I'm a finance consultant, so I do business coaching. I have quite a few NDIS providers. So what do is work with the business, help them to grow the top line. Bottom line, don't take it the wrong way. Bottom line means the profitability. Okay? Some people misunderstand that. But also I'm a lending consultant, so if you have a borrowing requirement, either commercial or consumer, that's me. So I think I've shared about my 50 business cards, so thank you for putting me on the radar. So business consultant, lending consultant. Francisco is my name. Should I tell my name? I didn't.
Thank you, Francisco. Profitability, I believe, look after the participants. NDIS has got a very good, the payment plan or the price plan. You will benefit from it, but look after the participants and keep growing.
Good evening, my name is Patrick. Talking about niche services earlier, we're also a niche service. We are intensive care at home. We are sending registered nurses into the home predominantly for ventilated and tracheostomy clients. We also do home TPN, which is IV nutrition. Most of it is now NDIS funded. But that's pretty much all we do. We don't do anything else. Very specialized what we do. The only other thing we do is NDIS support coordination. You can find more information at intensivecareathome.com. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? Yes.
Hi, I'm Marie. We are just new in the industry with my colleagues Ivy and Conrad. Our Fusion Plus Healthcare, we're based in Keysborough and Cranbourne. We're new, and I am so much enjoying myself today, or tonight, I mean, meeting the new and someone who's been in the industry for long. Learning your ups and downs and also your experiences is something that I have brought with me for my team. And we are a provider. I have just recently registered as well. So I would love to hear from you and if you want to share the experience that you have and how to be successful to the industry. I registered nurse and why I picked it is so that there are people out there like myself who can help the disability people who is with the inside of nursing. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm just trying to save some time for all of us, so I'll go to the next one for a Q&A, ask and share. I do have a lot of questions for guests here, Julie, Linda, and Stephanie. I've got a lot of questions. They may hate me at the end of there's so many questions. One of my friends used to call me a question bank. as I was talking to a few others here, and the whole way you can learn about what you're doing is ask. So ask and share. So no question is too crazy, no question is too silly. Somebody, if you want to ask me, we've got Jax here. I don't know why I can't see some people when I want to see them, so I'll find them. Maybe I'm just too random, but yes, we got Julie, Linda, and Steph here with a lot of experience. There is a few other people here in the audience as well, or the attendants, who've got a lot more experiences as well. So do ask. Somebody got anything? You want to ask something? A lot of people were asking me something. I was telling them, ask. Yes.
Hi, my name is Ivy. I'm with Marie Fusion Plus Healthcare. My question to Bobby, because I was asking him before, we are quite new, and I am very challenged. About a few months back when we had our registration, a lot of people, we went to a lot of seminars like this, and a lot of people saying to me, ask question, collaborate with us. I did. They brush us off. Because they always say, hi, we're providers, and then we help each other. But you contact them, we're competitors. How do you answer that, please?
Profits. When I posted the last event advertisement on Facebook on 5th of July, if you look up Magnum's pages, that post is still there. Scroll through the pages, it came up sometime in June. There's a comment there. Who the hell wants to go to a networking event? Want to share your clients? It's my business. Why do I want to share my business or sell my business secrets? Come on, guys. I've discussed about it before. What can I do to make lives better for a disabled and a sick person along your side that you probably are not able to do, or somebody else that you find in the care team or in the care group who's not able to look after the person the way you may want the person to be looked after, the way the person wants himself or herself to be looked after, how the family wants that person to be looked after, to help the person to achieve their goals and aspirations, what the NDIS plan is supporting for. What are you doing, or what do you see where is the gap for that one person where I can help? I've got a good team, this is what I do. I need to talk to you about, tell you about what it is. Yes, people are not going to give you their clients, they're not going to give you the time. The question, issue, the problem is, they're trying to find the clients for themselves too. They have no idea what they got to do to find a client to put their own bread and butter on table, or pay for their $100,000 car's mortgage if they think the NDIS is a money-making machine. That's what they're struggling. That's what puts them back in the ground. But don't let them pull you back or push you away. Keep going. If that one person is not, we got a lot of people here. We got Julie, Linda, Steph to share a lot of their experiences. Julie's got a huge number of experiences. Anything in NDIS you talk about, give her a call, send her an email, you definitely get a response. Okay? How to find a client? Don't know. Maybe if you do good, maybe she's looking for a support worker for her son one day. You never know. Maybe she knows somebody else, another support coordinator, another plan manager who's looking for somebody else. It's all about putting it right. But I do tell everyone, how do I get a client? How do I get, I've got 5 clients. I met somebody, I've been in the industry for 5 years. I've been in the industry for 2 years. I've got 5 clients. Where do I find more clients? Come on, are you looking after your clients properly? That's how Magnum grew organically, what we did. We look after one client. I try to make life easy for support coordinators. In my past, I tell all my people as well, you get a feedback. Even if you don't register a feedback, send an email to the support coordinator. We did this. I checked on the person if this was done good. I've got this feedback. My workers are doing good. I am doing good. If there is anyone else that you think I can help or assist or support by your side, please do give me a call back. Maybe I send 100 of those emails and I only get like 5%, 10% of that in return. But Each of those support coordinators as their duty of care, as their responsibility. They checked on the participants. They did look up if this is true. It turned out to be true, and they gave me another reference. And that's how they told about me to another, to another, to another, to another. And that another said that to another. So if you get one client, that's a way to get 100, but do your best for that one person.
But my question is, for someone that is new, I'm quite new, but I don't feel like I'm quite new. So for someone that's quite new, my question is, how do you contact that support coordinators where when you have a list of support coordinators, you reach out to them, phone call, email, whatever, they don't answer because they probably been contacted by a lot of providers, which is 200,000 providers. So how do you successfully,
How do you
find
the support coordinator,
I
introduce
email them
yourself?
nicely, I email them from the bottom of my heart. We support, because we have few clients now, from the bottom of my heart, and we really, as what you said, deliver as much as, like the good thing.
Who here is a support coordinator, please? Raise your hand.
They're not gay.
We know
Go.
each other.
They're not gay.
Have you got a time for her?
We already,
Somebody that you think that she can look after? Yes?
Yeah. So
You got a yes right there.
We already connected.
That's
Julie
the
wants to
path
answer.
to another 99.
Julie wants to answer the question. Julie, I'm interested.
It's very simple.
Yes.
Keep emailing, because the people that are consistent are the people that get noticed. So I do email reach outs all the time for speaking events and other things like that, and I follow up, I keep going, and eventually everybody's watching and they'll go, oh, that lady from such and such is emailing again, like that's probably the 5th email, so she must mean business. So just be consistent, I think. And go to the networking events, because you never know, that person that you're emailing might be at the network event, and you can say, hello, support coordinators are under the pump too, don't forget. They've got lots and lots of people that they're working for. A lot of them are doing pro bono work as well, because the NDIS decides that they don't need support coordination, so that's really clever. So they're under the pump. Yeah, so just remember that, they're under the pump. Be consistent, be that person that they notice, and then they will get back to you, I promise. Yeah, and go to the networking events, because you'll meet them there.
Just like we got you one client from your friend before.
It's true though.
Who else is a support coordinator here? We got one. OT.
Daisy.
Somebody that you don't know. Any OT, allied health, therapist, physio, psychologist. See that? Is this physio? Physio. Allied health, speech therapist, psychologist, counselor. Those people get to hear a lot of stories from the participants that they're not happy with one person or the other. Talk to them. Tell them about you. Make a point. Improve yourself. They may tell the other person that, okay, I know a friend. If you keep meeting those people, I know someone. I can trust the person, so give them a call. You never know.
Thank you, buddy.
But if they refer you, prove it to them that you are worthy of next 10.
Yes.
Yeah? Next, can I answer somebody else? Can we have Linda and Steph as well to answer someone?
Can I ask a short question, Steph? So, with the what you do, have you ever come across any I shouldn't say problems, or because it's only like a pick up and a drop off, but it is also clients on the NDIS. So have you ever come across any problems, or where a client doesn't want to get out of the car or doesn't want to go to anything like that?
I'll add to that problem that keep taking me in circles around town like for the rest of the day.
Unfortunately, yeah. When we first launched the NDIS service, we did come across a whole bunch of different problems and situations where drivers didn't know what to do. From that point onwards, we have really tightened up our service. So when a participant signs up with us, I have a conversation with the parent, sometimes the participant directly, and usually the support coordinator as well, so we can put as many notes into that person's account as humanly possible, down to the nittiest of the gritty. You know, please avoid eye contact, please keep conversation to a minimum, keep the radio at level 3 only. The more notes that we can have in that person's account, the better, so we can brief the driver. In certain situations, we actually source specific drivers who have specific additional training for participants. But yeah, short answer, yes we have. Long answer, we've adjusted ourselves so that now we have to have these conversations before people travel.
So it's person specific.
Yeah.
It's person specific.
Yeah, absolutely.
Also, I think it's very important to not only know what your clients' likes and dislikes are, but please find out what their fears are. What are their fears in the community? So Darcy had a real fear about escalators for a very, very long time. So if the support worker or whoever he's working with doesn't know this, and they just walk along and they expect him to hop straight on it, boom, he's gone. So please know their fears. Thankfully, Darcy now goes up and down escalators really confidently because of his support worker, right? So that's the other thing that's so important. You know, be in line with everything about the participant. The likes, the dislikes, the fears. It's huge because if you put somebody in front of a fear and you don't know about it, it's not going to be pretty. So yeah, and I think that goes with what you do as well. Know the fears. So if it is loud music or whatever it is, find that out. Ask the questions. Yeah.
What I hear is ask too many questions and make a lot of notes. When you convey that paper to another, there has to be pretty much everything for a person to know about the other person. It's all about the communication book. Yep. Next.
Hi Bobby, this question is for Linda. Hi Linda. I've just got a question in regards to when you know that the client and the family is under crisis of mental health issues because they're just new in the NDIS or they've just been listed because of the new diagnosis, but then yet it's not funded for mental health. How do we then go about on asking and funding for mental health under their NDIS goals?
Very interesting one. Linda.
Happens a lot, unfortunately. And as you know, NDIS do not fund mental health, which makes it quite difficult. So how I end up writing the report is along the lines of, I actually put in the words in the report that there is a mental health concern, but the impact this mental health concern is going to have on the relationships of the family, on the participant meeting their NDIS goals, and if nothing happens, what's the risk of this? And so far it works. So we do end up getting a lot more funding for it. But if I went in there and said, this person now has a diagnosis, a mental illness or a mental health diagnosis, they're just going to say, not our problem. So yeah, link it back into the disability and the impact and really highlight that impact. And it's got to be pretty negative. So I do tell the family, this is not what I think of you, but I have to write it.
We all need a Linda.
Thank you.
Yeah, sure.
Somebody else about another question. Sharon.
I just wanted to add to Linda's comment. Quite often, because our clients are so complex and have lots of physical mental health comorbidities, traditional public health mental health services, they don't actually meet the criteria because they're not acute enough or not unwell enough for their systems. So we can actually quite confidently justify that we need to increase the supports that we deliver as mental health, allied health practitioners to keep the client in the community, keep going with their goals, and support them intensively in their own environment, providing training and support to their support workers, to those who work alongside them in their accommodation, wherever they may be, because we go out and see people where they are. And traditional mental health services don't have the resources to do that, and many of our clients don't actually meet criteria to be accepted into those services.
Which is unfortunate enough because it is growing, mental health is growing in regards to NDIS.
Yeah, yeah.
So more justification, more we have to justify.
Yes, yeah, so we can justify it.
I'll add to that, the mental health has been all the same for centuries. What's changing is the awareness. People are getting to know what is mental health. Years ago, before NDIS came out, and the reason it came out is people with any sort of a mental or physical disability was getting neglected. The reason they were getting neglected was unawareness. They're out in the community on wheelchairs, state-of-the-art scooters, driving on the side of the road themselves, and with entire confidence they can drive into calls in the alleys, in the aisles and calls and woolies and all these, you name it. And they widen the entrances and the alleys. The simple answer is awareness. So it's people are getting more aware, and the more we ask questions, the more we know, and the more we get to know, the more we talk about it. I've got a question for the three guests. I see that not a lot of people have got too many questions. With all your experiences, what do you think is missing in the entire sector? I mean, I can start picking on people. Let me pick on some people for you. How many people here, please be honest and do raise hands or stand up if you want. How many people here are the new providers who've got 0 to 10 participants? How many people here have got anywhere between 10 to 50 participants? How many people here have been in the sector for more than 3 years? And out of the people within that more than 3 years, how many have you got more than 250 participants? So what's missing in these people? We got only one who's been there for more than 3 years and has got more than 250, and nobody else is. But not that they have to have the same services, it can be different supports, it can be a different way of a mindset for the business. But what's missing in the sector that people are either they want to grow personally or they're not able to connect to people? Give me ideas. I'll start with you. So we'll go to Julie and after you. You're all about collaboration and meeting people and talking to people. You feel NDIS and healthcare is the best at the moment, more rewarding.
What's the question?
Why are they not able to connect with anyone or grow or provide the right service or grow the business or anything? What's the challenge?
I don't know if I'm fully qualified to be answering this question, given that I'm about 6 months into working within the NDIS industry. But what we've seen work best with spreading the word about our business is networking events, just as many as you can go to as possible, getting in front of as many people as possible, as Julie mentioned before, being persistent to the point of not quite at the restraining order, but almost, just below it, and then just getting in front of as many people as possible. Asking, don't be afraid to ask your current connections if they know anyone else, any other support coordinators that they can organise a coffee for you with. Things like that has helped our business grow and spread the word, but we're building the bike while we're riding it, so again, probably not qualified to answer.
I love it. I love the honesty. Yeah, I am going to be quite blunt. So if you, I'm not pointing this finger at anybody, if anybody has come into the sector because it's great money, get out. Right away. because you're not going to service anybody. So be passionate. You know why you're here, right? What can you give us? How can you help? Ask questions. When you meet a participant, ask the questions, ask the hard questions. What can we do for you? What don't you like? What do you like? You know, how can we best service you? Be passionate. When you're passionate and you show us, as families and participants, your passion, we're going to take you 100% every time. It is about trust. And don't be scared to share that passion. You know, you're here for a reason. And we want people that are going to, these are our children, right? So if you're parents out there, you think about, who am I going to give my child to? Who will I trust? And that's what we want as well. So just share your passion. Yeah.
Go Tina. Go Tina. No, just talking it.
Just talking.
Just talk. It's on.
Okay, so with the radio show, one of the questions we ask our guests when they come in is, what do you love about what you do? And every time they answer that question, their face lights up. It's not about the money. It's not about what they can make. It's about the benefit that they can provide to their clients and their families, the well-being of their clients and their families, and it's got zero to do with money.
Yeah.
So what Julie said is if you are getting into the NDIS because you're going to make money, yeah, get it out.
Bye-bye.
I love the smiles that are put on people's faces, whether that's the participants, family members, support coordinators, or my team of an achievement. Oh yes, we made a difference.
Yes, also, Robbie, the right support workers too.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
It all comes into play, yes.
100%.
Totally agree with Julie. Get out if you're in it for the money. Also, it's not a 9-to-5 job, and don't think it is going to be a 9-to-5 job. I do about 12, 13 hours a day. Sometimes I have lulls in the middle, but you will be working times that actually suit other people, not just yourself. And if you think you're going to walk in there at 9 and leave at 5 o'clock, you can also forget it as well.
Thank you. I think that's the same response I'll give it to people who are wanting to get into NDIS for money. Oh, a lot of money. Oh, wow.
and then the government just gave the pay rise.
Somebody came to me about 6 months ago, an old friend, a very good old friend. He was a restaurateur. He had a restaurateur or whatever that is called. I'm missing my English a bit. He had about 8 or 10 restaurants. He shut down because of after COVID. He could not get back on get the restaurants back on ground. He wanted to get into India, has a lot of good money. He's got good investment. I was like, okay, simple question. What do you bring to the table if you want to start an NDIS business? What do you know about a support? What do you know about healthcare? How many disabilities can you name over the top of your head? Give me something. One thing. How many NDIS policies or reforms do you know that you will have to abide by? When do you think the new reforms are coming into place? He had no answer. He's like, oh, read. Look, unless you read, don't come back to me asking me about you want to get into NDIS. Unfortunately, I lost a good friend that day. So it's been 6 months, he is not answering her phones.
I was going to say,
if people can't provide the level of care that they would for their own children, then no. So I think that's pretty simple. Yeah.
So Dave,
Yeah.
do you have somebody for me?
I would never be able to find someone for him. But they wouldn't last.
Alright, anyone, grab these cards there, ask her about me, if you can support me, if you got a support worker for me. She, Vashi, Meet will have good things to tell about me. Jax will have a lot of honest things to tell about me. See if you can build up a team to support me. If you can support me, according to the feedbacks by these guys, You're on a pathway to get 100 clients, trust me.
I'm a nurse for only 3 years so far.
You reckon you can do it?
You can't be stubborn with me.
I'm a rehab nurse.
I'm so nice today. One day when you send me a support worker, you send me in my pajamas. So I'm a different person then.
We can work in pajamas as well.
All right, this is an NDIS celebration. Let's stop right there.
Anyone wants to know or ask anything about the new NDIS reforms coming later next year, 3 years, 5 years down the track? Anybody knows anything about it? No? Love you guys. I hate talking about it. You know, it is what NDIS is going to do. It is what Gwen is going to do. Abide by it. When the rule comes, it's only the propositions. You never know if it really will take shape. Yes, they said it will take shape, but it's a country's government. Let's remember that. It changes, everything falls away, and somebody else comes in. No, we're not doing that what Bill Shorten says. We'll revive it, we put it on. Keep continuing doing the best way you can. Somebody in the attendance wants to share an experience or something. I'll ask you there with 250 plus clients in 3 years. It is a wisdom that we share. I'm trying mine. I'd like you to share the wisdom with everyone here. Like, what did you learn? What was your experience in the sector? What made a difference? Why there? Why stay within NDIS with that?
I'll speak on all of my boss's behalf. I'm from Aim Choices, so we do plan management. We're not the biggest plan manager that's out there. We don't plan on being the biggest plan manager. He was an accountant who decided, in Wodonga, just decided that he wanted to add a couple of NDIS participants just to his business. And it wasn't that long later that he actually sold the accounting business and stayed with NDIS. He found his niche, he found something that he could make a difference, and has in 9 years grown from having him and one employee, and he's now got about 50 employees. We're a multilingual organisation, so we have staff that speak up to 20 different languages. When he hired me, he goes, I've got 3 things that I want to, person that I hire to have at least 2 of those things. One was a uni degree, strike 1. Second was a second language, strike 2. I don't have a second language. The other is the empathy and the communication that you can actually make a difference and talk to people. And my role as a business development ambassador, he thought that I could do that. And I've been with him for 2 years now, but I was actually working for a provider for continence aids beforehand. And yet networking, lots of networking, and keep assisting with it. And what I've learned recently is that, the person before who says that support coordinators and that don't return the calls, on average it takes about 8 lots of communication for it to finally stick. So just keep plugging at it, and keep sending the emails out, keep phoning, and it will happen. And Aim Choices now, we've got just short of 3,000 participants.
And the simple rule is keep doing the right thing. And I like the term business development ambassador. Keep doing the right thing, talk to people as plan managers as well. When you talk to different providers, for a single participant, there is a lot that is happening. They judge you. That is a way they get to know you, they get to know the team. Whether AIM or somebody else is going to be able to do one thing or the other, that is how they remember you, and that is when a later stage they refer you. Let's see what's next. Collaborating with Magnum. Where's Jax? I can't see Jax. Anyway, we'll come in a minute. We've got a lot of things going on, so we try to do more, we try to do better, we try to do right. I'm happy to work along your side. I'm happy to help you out with your current business. Regardless of whatever stage or the level you are at a 0 client, you are at a 500 clients, you're trying to find a way forward, you want somebody to brainstorm, have a drink with and talk about it and just let it all out on the table, and you'll find I can come up. I love a free drink. So let me know if there is something that you think that we can build together. If you're in allied health, we are not in allied health. Maybe one day. We're trying to keep it very short, precise, and focus on core supports. Going on to support coordination, plan management, home mod, sale, SDA. If there is something that you can think that we can work together on, cross-refer each other, have our names together on these events where everybody's coming, give me a call. Jax is here. Give Jax a call. Send us an email. My name, Bobby. Jax's name, Jax. Just on a first name basis at magnumsupports.com.au. If there is a reference, somebody that you need us to help with, provide us support, organize supports, send us an email to office@magnumsupports.com.au. Admin, hello. A few of those emails work, but office is easy to remember. Give us a call. We've got these events going on for in the future as well. If there is something that we can work together, you want to be a part of here, or you want to present about your business, you got experience that you want to take over Julie's chair one day, give us a call. We got next one happening as well in August. Before that, coming back to Meadowswift a little bit, I'll just take a minute of yours about this. All my experience that I've got with anything that I've done in the past, I've been into steel trade, I've been into manufacturing, I've been into export, I've been into imports. I am still working on some online selling, online stores, eBay, Amazon, whatever you think of. I'm still working on those, internet marketing, cleaning, maintenance works, home modifications, bricklayers, supplying building materials, NDIS, huge range of different services. Met a lot of good people here. We're doing a lot of different things, understanding their roles. There's a lot more beyond it. Software. I was talking to Rajat back there. He's partnered up with us for the next 20th of August event that we are organizing in Doncaster. He's got a software company. We've been discussing a lot of things about software. You want to work on your own software, give me a call. Free to guide you through. There's a lot of ways in and out. The best thing is you need to talk about your business with somebody who can help you. If you want to just grow your business without telling us your weaknesses, because in business is an important thing, SWOT analysis. So who was the business consultant here? There was Ashley. I was talking to Ashley up there. She's not here. I was talking to a couple of others. There was Francisco, was it? Yes. Francisco is in finance, business consultancy. SWOT analysis, your strengths, your weaknesses, the threats in the business if you get into the opportunities, the weaknesses, opportunities, and your threats. You need to understand what it is. Either you can write it down, you can talk to somebody, but you need to spill your heart out. Where are you falling short? What's holding you back? Without somebody knowing everything about you and the way of your business skills or the way you want to do, nobody can help you. You have to find your way forward all by yourself. So keep doing it. A lot of businesses, at least like me, I've got Jax, I've got Dee, I've got Vashi, I've got me, I've got people in the office. And I can be driving with my sister or a friend, I can be driving around and I can be talking about, we did this, we did that, I spoke about this, I spoke too much, I got scolded by Vashi, I got scolded by Dee. People in the office don't want me to come today at 9, people don't like me coming at 7 o'clock on Mondays. Could be anything. That's how things build up. Talk to me, talk to Francisco, talk to Ashley, talk to another business consultant. That's the only way forward. Collaboration, I always believe, we started holding a networking event. The first one we did was last year. I've got this statement stuck with me. Alone, we can do little, but together we can do so much. We can make a lot of difference together. If there's anything, once again, we can do together, we are all ears. We do want to come up to you, talk to you, work something out for either the business, either the finance side, or either the care side, for the participants, for the people that we are looking after, for the care team that we are looking after, that we are wanting to make it work together. Give us a call. We've got the next one on the 28th of August on a Wednesday, because we did start at about 6, give or take, and finishing about 9. So we've kept it from 6 to 9 itself. It is on Eventbrite. I'll leave this one on. If you want to book in a ticket, scan this QR, book in a ticket, and just give me a shout out. Bobby, I'll be there. Jax. I need my throat to rest now.
I'll wrap it up because I know it's late, everybody's tired, we're still gonna drive home. I wanna thank you for being here, I wanna thank you for staying, I wanna thank you for listening. But a massive thank you to the panel, to Julie and Linda and Steph. Thank you so much for sharing your experiences with us and different perspectives on what collaboration can look like and what it could be. There's such a diverse range of people here, so I want to thank you all for coming out and being with us and spending your time. Definitely, if you get a chance, we've got another one coming up. And I can go on and on about different things, but at the end of the day, the two words that for me and that will always fit is client first. You have to be a people first person. If you're business first, you're not going to succeed in NDIS. It's not the place for you. Client first will always be the key to your success. Always. If there's anything that we can do, reach out to myself, Bobby. We've got cards over there. Grab one. Thank you all for coming. Thank you to the venue. Thank you to Vashi and Dee and Nate for setting everything up. I appreciate that. Thank you to the amazing speakers. And thank you to all of you for taking time on your Thursday night, on a wet, cold night, to come out here and care enough about clients to want to learn more and grow. So thank you all very much.